Okay, before I start this commentary, I'm gonna let you guys know instantly that there's gonna be an ass load of bitching. Obviously by me while doing this. It's pretty much as simple as it is. If you don't like people bitching about crap, then simply do not watch it. If you do like people bitching like crap, however, I'll continue watching the video. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's get this thing started. Alright boys and girls, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about whether shit is overpowered or not in Killzone 3. Personal opinion right off the bat is really no, and I'm going to explain why. This is information is what I've seen and heard around several websites, well not websites, just message posts. People have, asked me questions what I think on this or that, so this is what I'm going to do. First one that they have problems with is the marksman. Now, before I go into it, let me give you a brief intro lesson. Okay, generally what shooters do is they give you a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. Secondary weapon being shit, and the primary weapon being the main focus of any given class. So, let me give you an example. In Battlefield, you'll get a choice of kit. This is from Bad Company and after. Let's say I pick the sniper role, recon role. I get given a sniper rifle. I can pick anyone I like, and I get a secondary. Trouble is that secondary is usually a type of pistol. Best it could be is probably a 12 round with decent damage, or the flip side I have a 6 shooter that does high damage, like a revolver, which is similar to what we get in this game. Problem arises when that sniper gets a secondary weapon that is on par, or is an assault rifle. In Killzone 3, you have the option as soon as you hit Captain, to have a secondary primary weapon. I went through this before in my class guides. For example, there are 3 weapons that the sniper has: the battle rifle, the STA-52 assault rifle, and the sniper rifle. So let's just say there's a sniper who is high up level in rank, and they have the sniper rifle, and they go, I don't want this battle pistol, I don't want the machine pistol, and I don't want the shotgun pistol. I know, I'll put the primary weapon on, so I get 2. So then they have the sniper rifle and the STA-52 assault rifle, which a lot of people consider as being bad. Now, again, they fulfill 2 roles in this case, because they now have long range game that is, and they don't suck up close range. If the sniper had a machine pistol, is a bit more adequate at close range, but if he doesn't have that and he only has a pistol or no sidearm, he's basically fucked. Now, with the country of adding an STA-52 assault rifle, people are thinking he has medium range game and close range game. Some people think the STA-52 is the best machine gun in the game, best weapon in the game. I disagree. You look at the Hellgas light machine gun, that thing can clear a room instantly. Literally instantly. 96 rounds of death with no reload in between that, in a drum. Think about that. There's 6 guys in a room. You run in with 96 rounds comfortably in a drum. You know you don't have to reload during that time. They do. If they do see you, you can mow them all down before they can even, I don't know, register in their mind that they have to run away or shoot back. Think about that. The marksman in this game is designed to be a killing role. You look at the marksman's abilities, it has cloak. People get confused about the cloak. If you don't want to be seen while you have cloak on, you have to be slow as shit. Compare it to the infiltrate, and they can have a disguise and run around all they like. You don't want to be seen, you stand still. So that caters more to the sniper role. Do I care that they have an assault rifle as a secondary? Maybe, but you know what? It's on par with everything else. If I run in with my tactician with my ISA rifle, I can definitely take out a sniper rifle. A dude with a STA-52, they're on par. STA-52 does less damage but a higher rate of fire. The ISA rifle has more damage but a lower rate of fire. Except the STA rifle has 40 rounds and the ISA one has 32 rounds. It just depends what your preference is. More bullets in. If you get the more bullets in, you're probably better off the STA-52. But that's the point. It's hard to explain. The marksman is a killing role. You look at the secondary abilities. They have shit which damages your radar. Well, who really? Having your radar taken from you is one big thing. You look at Like the third tier, which completely disables your radar. There's two flip sides to this coin. Yes, of course your radar's gone, but you still know there's a marksman within that area, so you know where they are. Of course you don't know where they will be from shooting, but on the flip side you will know where they are simply because they need to be within 15 meters of you to even have that effect. As soon as you go away from that 50 meters, the thing comes back. And even if, on to flip that side, the tactician has that recon ability where you can see where they're on the map anyway. Chances are if they are sniping, they won't move. It's simple as that. And if they are moving around, then, well, they're most likely going to have the STA-52 and you can still kill them. The main problem that people do have is that the fact that it can have cover both ranges. But to me it wouldn't matter. You look at the tactician and they have a rocket launcher as a secondary. Who the fuck cares? This rocket launcher is like for clearing out buildings. But that's the marksman at the way. None of its abilities and or weapons are based. Well, weapons can't really be based around objective play. I look at the marksman as more. I've said this before. It's more of a defensive. Can't fucking talk. A defensive type of class. That means they're just there to look at objectives. They're not really in there anyway. You get some assholes who just run around with the STA-52 and that's it, as a killing role, which again doesn't bother me because they're not really benefiting their team any. For example, people were saying that the medic was underpowered. Why is the medic underpowered? It can get back up after it's fucking died. If anything, that would be overpowered, but people don't understand this. If I plant a fucking bomb in your base, you kill me and run off, I can get back up and kill you and watch the bomb again. And we win the round. Where you will be running around with your STA-52, you will go down, you will not get up, you will go back to spawn. You look at the engineer. Some people are saying that the engineer is underpowered because infiltrators can go past their turrets. Bullshit. The fucking thing has rockets. Not everyone plays an infiltrator class. Yes, you do have a lot of people on the other team who do that, but if that's the case, that's the counter to the engineer. Yet again, the engineer still has access to the Hellgas light machine gun, which can mow down a room, as I said before. An STA-52 rifle or the sniper rifle cannot take a whole room down on its own. This is the point I'm trying to bring here. A sniper can't go one-on-one with anyone unless either it has the STA-52 rifle in which they are a captain and they've invested the points in that class to get the extra weapon. But if they don't have that, they only have a rifle and they're cloaked. You look at the tactician, as I said before. Even if they are like slightly enraged, just back up a bit. You put your recon on. Sure, you can't see them by the blue X, but you can still see them on the minimap. I think the blue X with the circle crap is only effective in 30 meters, whereas the radar being jammed is 15 meters, and they'll still show up on the minimap when the recon ability goes on. Problem solved. Now other people have been talking about the infiltrator class being overpowered. Why is the infiltrator class overpowered? Yes, it kills you, but that's the idea of the class. I went around in Killzone 2 dressed as a saboteur, and as soon as assassination would come up, I would pick the saboteur, disguise myself, and take the second ability from the demolitions guy, and sprint immediately to the assassination target, and kill his ass. Why? Because people aren't aware of this shit. They just look at some dude running at them, and be like, huh, friendly, bang, you get shot in the face. People are like, oh, fucking cheap bastard. You can do it too. It's not like there's any counter towards that. If you simply aim at them, even if they get the third tier, you need to be within, you can aim at them within 15 feet and still know them. And they can't melee your ass from 15 feet away. If you see a bunch of your guys dead and there's someone in the middle of them choking another bitch as you're staring at him, shoot his ass. I know people have been saying that some people ran around corners and people automatically shoot them just in case. Who the fuck cares? I mean, it sounds silly. I mean, of course, it's a precaution that people do to not get fucking power thumbed in the eyes. But that's a client. You have to prepare for everything. Everything has a counter. Like, say for instance, what is the medic's counter? Well, a medic can revive people, so it needs people around him to have that thing effective. The counter to the medic is itself. The medic's weapon, you may be thinking, why the hell does that make sense? The medic's weapons aren't exactly the most effective killing machines in the game. It has the LS-57 submachine gun and it has 32 rounds. Probably take on one person, 2 people most, and you have to reload. Next you have... what the hell is the next weapon the medic has? I did a fucking guide on this and I can't remember. I can't actually remember. I think it's an STA sub... no, it can't be. I seriously can't remember. But the 3rd tier weapon is the ISA rifle that's 3-round burst. That thing's good at long range. Not at medium range. It's okay at medium range, and you definitely can't take people on with that. Like, more than one person. But as I said again, the medic's abilities are only beneficial to either... its team, obviously, and it's designed to keep everyone alive. People used to complain about the medic in Battlefield. The medic could throw out health packs that people could go around and, well, either you stand by them and you get regenerated. You stand by the medic with his first triage ability, and your health starts going up faster. What's the difference? Except this time the medic's guns are dumbed down. What's the counter to the tactician? Well, if you're close enough, it would be the marksman because you disable their radar. You cannot counter someone capturing spawns unless you're another tactician. Simply that. Tacticians probably got the best setup of weapons in my opinion because you have the ISA rifle to take people out, and you also have the I'm not gonna lie, I use the rocket launcher. Why? Because you got people that are either camped up in building, and I'm like, fuck this, I pull out the rocket launcher and blast their ass. Which is an overpowered? I don't think so. Because I know full well if I go around that corner, I'm dead. I go around that corner with a rocket and I aim it. Don't get me wrong, I don't run around with it constantly. It's not what it's for. You're more likely to die because it has a long reload time. You only get 2 with extra ammo. What's next? I said the tactician's opposite is the marksman. That's only at close range. Long range tactician can find them. There you go. There's that. Medic isn't really a problem. Medic can fucking get back up again, I already mentioned that. Engineer. The engineer's counter is obviously the infiltrator class, as it should be, because otherwise there's no reason to counter turrets unless you have a rocket launcher. That's not a problem to me. Counter to the infiltrator is just being aware of what the hell is going on. If you see someone running from their spawn towards you, and you see them and you think, you aim your crosshair over to them, and they don't come with a green X, shoot them anyway. Just put a bullet in. What's 1 bullet when you start with like 96 anyway? 96 with extra ammo in my standard guns, but 1 bullet. That's all it is. And then you'll instantly know whether they actually are a friendly or not. People say, oh, you can't do that because you'll show up on the map. You're far away from the spawn. Unless there's some marksman up there who's got like the best fucking eyesight in the world, that's not going to bother you. That's the thing. As I said, the infiltrator, and then the counter to the marksman is either it depends on the type. The close range marksman, your radar's jammed, so they're close by. You know where they are. That's how it works. They only have 40 rounds. I mean, the gun's good. I'm not giving it away, but. Oh, but yes, there's that. The sniping marksman disadvantage is basically the fact that he has to remain still. Which would promote camping, obviously, but it's in a game. I mean, people have complaints of camping since the fucking start of first-person shooters began. It's not that big of a problem. I mean, if you know a marksman is covering one area, and you know they're only looking at that area, go to a different area. So what if it's a choke point towards a search and destroy thing? There's always many ways to get into a search and destroy plan. Or an operation plan. Close quarters snipers suck. I mean, of course, if they did do what I said and had the STA-52 machine gun as a secondary, then they can move around a bit more. But their secondaries don't benefit team play. Engineers have turrets that can obviously, kind of block off other players from getting to certain objectives. Yes, they take time to set up, but when they're up, they're worth it, in my opinion. You have the tactician who can set up spawns, who can push the enemy spawn. If you put out a tactician spawn point right next to the place you need to blow up, that is ridiculously invaluable. To your team, I mean. And for you, because you'd win. The infiltrator is designed to kill people, but after you kill someone, disguise goes. Same with the sniper rifle, unless it's silenced, which is the only option is the machine pistol. Which is weak as shit, but it's still good. Then your cloak will go, regardless of the level of the cloak suit. I've never understood why people start bitching and complaining about this. I mean, it baffles me. It's like you have to switch up your style depending on the person who's pissing you off. The marksman is probably designed to piss you off, but there's ways to counter it. There's ways to counter everything in the game. You look at ectoskeletons, you first look at them and you think, shit, how the fuck do I counter a big walking mechanized robot that can shoot rockets and fucking bullets? Well, 1, the bullets overheat if the guy's a dumbass. 2, 1 rocket will destroy it. 1 rocket. And you can take it down with bullets. It's not as if it's a tank. If it was a tank, you'd seriously be fucked, and everyone would have to run around with a rocket launcher. Then you'd seriously be fucked. There'd be people running around, you're in a room, someone knows you're there, boom! You're dead. I just think people worry about this thing too much. The marksman in the end of the day is designed to kill people, that's why you see him a lot in guerrilla warfare. Tactician is to find people, and to benefit their team and push spawns. Tacticians, I've said this before, Tactician's really good. They have that fucking mini-map ability. I don't care what the marksman has. Only within close range they can disrupt that. It doesn't bother me. The medic's for helping his team. If you're as a medic and you're trying to go around killing people, medic isn't the right class. I've seen some people run around with the engineer and they're fucking godly because of that Hellguest light machine gun. They can dominate a whole pathway and cover it on their own. I don't care how good you are with a sniper rifle, you cannot do that. Because you have to chamber an extra round every time you shoot. You shoot, be it you hit or miss them, yet alone kill them. An engineer's Hellguest light machine gun can mow down 96 rounds. Very accurately if they crouch down. You're not surviving through that bullet storm. Yes, you might when they reload, but that's when they reload. Someone smart isn't going to reload until they've got cover and know that no one's going to come around that corner. I mean, that's generally the way it works. I just think people are bitching to bitch for no apparent reason. I mean, I'm not trying to kiss the Guerrilla Games ass here. There's some parts of the game that I don't like. Like, they took out the badge system. That was understandable because people were starting to boost for that shit. Instead, you can just buy whatever you like. But that's generally what I feel. I don't think anything in this game is ridiculously overpowered. Yes, it might be bad that the sniper can get an assault rifle as a secondary weapon, but that means they have to move around more, and it completely denies what the sniper was supposed to do anyway. If they're running around with a gun and they block your radar, that's only one thing they can do. They're treated as every other class in that regard. Every other class can move around with a rifle and kill people. Every other class. The sniper's designed to be long range and all that, unless you get the option of where you meet a sniper and they look at you, take out the gun, which since it's a primary weapon it'll take it like a bit longer than a secondary to pull out anyway. If you saw them to begin with, chances are you're going to get that kill. I mean, this has been a bit long-winded, but that's generally what I think. Everything in this game has a counter. Everything. Like, people were complaining earlier about the wasps. The wasp being them launchers you have in single player that you can use to blow up ectoskeletons a lot easier and lay down artillery. That piece of glass in front of the wasp is what it is. It's a piece of glass. You can shoot through that, and these wasp turrets are put in ridiculously... They're in corners, so you can shoot from a 90-degree angle here. And the only ones I've seen so far are on the Corinth River map, which they're centralized and close to tactical spawn areas, which means they're more important pieces of the map. That's generally what I think. If you wanted to talk about being unbalanced or unfair, there's more important things like spawn killing. This is what I mean when I made an example of this before. On Snowdrift, bottom of the hill. Only 3 ways they can get out. You got a good team, or a good squad. 3 people. 3 people. You can get 3 engineers to cover that on their own. 3. Put a turret down. You have your Helgas-like machine gun. It's ridiculous. People just complain about random shit. It's not all bad. Just change up your style. Some people don't like to change up their style, but that's what you have to do. You see someone doing one tactic that counters yours, you counter theirs. It's kind of like a game of chess, but not a game of chess. Obviously, because it's a fucking shooting game on a console and on a board, and it's online, and you're against multiple people. I think I've just wasted the chess analogy here. But yeah, that's generally my opinion on what people think about, you know, certain classes being overpowered, underpowered. The only reason the marksman class would be classed as overpowered is if you were playing guerrilla warfare, which is a kill-based game mode to begin with. Besides, I see just as many tacticians as I see marksmen. But yeah, that's generally what I think, guys. If you see someone using a tactic that you're not a fan of, or you can't really combat against, you're not comfortable with it, or whatever, just change your class. Like, this game promotes putting points in different classes. But, you know, that's that. I've just ranted. Well, I haven't ranted. I've ranted close to about 20 minutes here, but I'll let you get off now, guys. If you ain't lasted this long, have a good day.